the inside of 3.
Oh, he got there, but he overran the corner just a little bit. DeLucia's going to try to cross over, but that was a really aggressive move there by...
Hartman's giving him plenty of space. He doesn't want anything to do with that.
Turns out I broke the rear camber arm and I didn't know, but my back wheel was about to fall off the whole time. The car definitely feels a little more planted with the softer springs. I notice I'm picking up a little bit of a push, but that's okay. I'll take it. I might add a little bit more wing. I can go up one more and kind of angle the wing down. This isn't a super fast track, so I feel like I'd rather take the grip than maybe lose a mile an hour or two on the straightaways, and also hopefully be able to carry more speed through the turn. So I think I'm going to angle this wing a little bit more and then give that a shot for race 3.
Again, GRIDLIFE GT Race 3. Debut weekend at Midwest Festival, the biggest stage in grassroots racing. Side by side between Patton and James Houghton. Green flag, and we're back underway racing in GRIDLIFE Grand Touring. At turn 1, James Houghton pulls alongside Alan Patton. They're door to door. Front drive Civic versus rear drive Supra, and Houghton lap around. By the way, battle for third place. Chris DeLucia has now got his mirrors full of A.J. Hartman in that new Edge Mustang in trail.
Yeah, A.J. Hartman has really closed the gap. Let's see what he can do. He's coming into turn 11 now. Ooh, DeLucia's really wide. I wonder if his tires have overheated. A.J. Hartman executes a perfect turn 11 to get by.
It takes a lot of effort and energy to build anything like a TCR or GT4 spec car with all the dollars and effort put in by manufacturers. But we are seeing great battles in those two really subcategories, to say the least, this weekend.
I actually got a text from my good friend Ryan Finch, who's a new Edge Mustang aficionado, and he said it wasn't just the rear diff and rear suspension that he put from the S550. He engineered a whole rear subframe swap for a new Edge Mustang to take the S550 rear subframe, the whole
A.J. Hartman, third place, then Chris DeLucia in fourth, just behind. And in fifth place, Hans Horpendahl working his way through. And great battle there between Alan Patton and James Houghton for a little while. It was 1.5 seconds between Alan Patton, James Houghton in second place, A.J. Hartman, Chris DeLucia, and Hans Horpendahl in third. David Calzada and Tony Barber wrap out your field.
All right, race 3. I was doing so well. Made a big mistake with fuel. I was in P3 the entire race, over 2 seconds ahead of P4. Obviously, I'm not going to catch those factory race cars, the TCR car and the GT4 car, but I was doing really well. I was holding third the entire race, and right before the last turn for the last lap, the car started sputtering. And I knew it. I knew I didn't have enough fuel in the car. And the last lap, the car just kept sputtering over and over and over again, and next thing you know, AJ comes, gains that 2 seconds on me, and passes me. I literally thought I was going to run out of fuel. So it's definitely learning experience. I'm going to put a lot more fuel in the car from now on. I mean, a gallon of gas is 6 pounds. I don't know why I was getting to be so stingy with weight, maybe because I'm so overweight as it is, you know, being 250 pounds heavier than I can. I mean, I was taking the gas out every session, and I was having like 4.5 gallons left over. So I figured I just had 2 cans. I threw three gallons in each. I had 6 instead of 7. And again, the race went 2 laps longer than the race prior to that, so I'm sure that didn't help. But yeah, I got a lot more fuel. I'm definitely have enough for the race this time. Again, a learning experience. Kind of sucks, but lost the podium on that. But what's kind of cool is they're doing an invert for positions 1 through 4. So fourth is going to start first, second, third is going to start second, and so forth. So I at least got P1 for the 4th race. I'll take the inside and see how long it's going to take before those the TCR car and the GT4 car pass me. But I'm just going to do whatever I can to get P3 because I should have had it yesterday. So we'll see how it goes.
He's not going to participate in this race. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how long it takes for them to get by as we go green, green, green.
Green flag, and immediately James Houghton launches up the inside of AJ Hartman into turn one, but he's going to back out.
Held up by DeLucia as he's chosen the inside lane. James Houghton's kind of hanging back, seeing how this develops. Allen goes, making 3 wide into the inside of 3.
Oh, he got there, but he overran the corner just a little bit. DeLucia's going to try to cross over, but that was a really aggressive move there by Patton. Maybe a little bit. DeLucia in that 40. Great weekend here on debut in Grid Life Wheel to Wheel. Had an incident in qualifying when Luke McGrew's differential blew out, sent DeLucia's car through the grass. It tore the whole front splitter off that car, so he did a lot of work to get that car back repaired and ready to go. But again, there's a lot to learn and a lot to watch here this weekend, and I think coming out at Road America, next time you see this, it's going to look and feel a little different.
Yeah, you know, I think it's hard to judge when the 2 best competitors this weekend are 2 of the best drivers in all of Grid Life. So, you know, it's definitely not just about the cars. Everybody's at power to weight, which means that they should be relatively close pace-wise. It's really all about the drivers, too.
Yeah, and while we watch DeLucia here run from AJ Hartman for second place, I won't give away anything that I've learned that might be privileged information, but I can tell you that there are cars that will be debuting later this year that will absolutely take the home-built car to the maximum limit of the rules. I know that there's a couple in progress right now, so for those of you watching, the tail end of July when we head to Road America, there will be some new things at play. level playing field. It's pretty fun because they're very different silhouettes designed to do very different things. But the way this rule set has already worked, it's actually been pretty entertaining. Now, we should note this battle for second's going to heat up. We're running out of laps, running out of time. But it's DeLucia, Hartman, and Houghton. And this gap between all three is closing. Big wiggle for DeLucia at turn 9.
Yeah. They've honestly closed the gap a little bit to Allen as well, so they're really not getting left behind like they were. I think if you remember the first race, it was probably a 10+ second gap. Oh, he's got a rear camber problem. I saw in DeLucia on that inside right side tire. If we get another angle, it looks very much cambered in. On DeLucia's car, unless it was some sort of visual trick that I didn't quite see.
No, I see that left rear tire. I noticed the same thing. Oh, you're right. The right rear is definitely got a problem.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like it's changing toe as he's going around corners. It's a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, watch it in turn 1 here. Watch that right rear tire.
Yep, oh, now it's positive camber. Yeah, that's
got an issue.
Yeah. Suspension has failed. The fact that he's kept it on the track for this long is hugely impressive, but we'll see if that car gets black flagged for that mechanical failure. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, AJ Hartman definitely flashed the headlights. I don't think it was a, hey, I'd like to get by. It was a, hey, you should take a look at what's going on in your rear view. That I had no idea how that wheel is hanging on there. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of control arm failure on that car. Now he's going into turn 5, which is a very treacherous corner at high speed.
No way it lasts this sequence of corners. A lot of load on that right rear. I'm really, whatever parts he's got on that car, I know they broke, but it's hanging on for dear life.
I think both AJ and James are very conscious of what's going on. DeLucia must not be understanding why his car is suddenly driving this way, but he sees Hartman and Houghton closing up on him, and they're trying to give him distance because they don't know where he could end up.
Yeah, and so, it's going to swing back to the left here again, put all that load on the right rear. It's going to go. There's no way. Big sideways slide. Hartman wants by. I don't think DeLucia knows what's going on.
This is a... Thankfully, yeah, Hartman's giving him plenty of space. He doesn't want anything to do with that.
I've never seen a wheel that cockeyed and not just immediately come off after that. So AJ Hartman is through, but again, DeLucia's going to try his best. You just hope it hangs on in the braking zone here. Because for all DeLucia knows, this car's just acting a little wild. He can't see what we can see right now. White flag is displayed. This will be the final lap around here at Gingerman Raceway, GRIDLIFE Midwest, GRIDLIFE GT Race 4. Dramas for second place. Hartman has it. DeLucia's trying to cling to a podium with a right rear wheel hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation here for DeLucia, and Houghton recognizes this as well. He's trying to figure out when he's going to make this move in a way that's the least risky to himself. Hartman, meanwhile, is trying to drive away and hold on to that second place spot.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm just so confused as to how it's held on for as long as it has. Off into turn 3 now. It's just leaning over. And it's just kicking out to the rear to see if Houghton can try to get by here up to turn 5.
Yeah.
And again, Houghton does not want to put his car at risk either, so he's just going to sit here and see if DeLucia can figure out that there is something massively wrong with this car.
Yeah, that's absolutely what Houghton is doing, playing it very, very smart. He's getting, again, once he loads up on that tire on the outside as he's powering off and the tire gets positive camber, you have no grip on that outside.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten a mechanical black for that because... Again,
me too.
The race control can see what we can see.
Yeah,
I'm pretty shocked by that, but either way.
Equally shocked.
No, I can't. How is it hanging on? And there he goes. He's off at 9. That's going to allow Houghton by, and DeLucia is going to keep it on course. Things were pretty wild on the start here with AJ Hartman and Chris DeLucia side by side. Then it was the Thunder Bunny car that made a 3-wide pass for the lead. James Houghton had an issue. He pulled off to the left.
DeLucia suffered a suspension failure late in the race while Patton drove away.
Yeah, Patton had clear track most of the time. We started to note that DeLucia's car was doing something a little funky. We had a look at that right rear wheel, and something had broken, causing this car to be just a drift missile. AJ Hartman skates on by to the inside, and James Houghton watching the issue from behind as they got the white flag. Knew that he needed to get by, but at what and where? But Alan Patton, once again, precision instrument with speed and aerodynamics, gets it done. Checkered flag, Alan Patton wins. GridLife GT, race 4.
All right, race 4 is in P2 by a lot for almost the whole race. Last 2 laps, I think. The car started feeling really loose and then just drifting like crazy. Well, it turns out I broke the rear camber arm and I didn't know, but my back wheel was about to fall off the whole time. It broke at the attachment point on the subframe. Got it zip tied up so we can hopefully get it into the trailer. I didn't know it was this bad, but I pretty much just said, like, it's the last lap now. Hopefully I can try to finish and get 4th place, which is what I did. So, yeah. First time GLGT. Gonna be at Mid-Ohio. Had a great time. Hopefully I can do a little better next time. As always, thanks for watching the videos, guys.